Your backyard could feed you for free every single year. Sounds crazy, right? But here's the catch. Most people plant the wrong fruits and wait years for nothing. In this video, you'll see 13 fruits that actually work and one that can fruit in year one. Let's start with number one. 1. Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe loves warm soil and lots of sun, at least 6 to 8 hours a day. You can grow it in a garden bed or even in a large pot with a trellis to save space. Plant the seeds after the last frost, once the soil feels warm to the touch, since cold soil will slow the seeds down or stop them from sprouting at all. Water it deeply, but don't let the soil stay soggy, because wet roots can cause the plant to rot. A layer of straw under the growing melons also keeps them clean and safe from pests hiding in the dirt. This matters because cantaloupe grows fast. In just a few months, you can enjoy sweet, juicy melon slices from your own yard, without paying store prices for something that tastes so much better fresh off the vine. But if you think melons are simple, wait until you see the next fruit. It grows on a vine, but most people are shocked at how long it takes to bear fruit. 2. Kiwi. Kiwi vines need a strong support structure, like a fence or a sturdy arbor, because the vines grow long, heavy, and wild if left alone. They also need both a male and female plant nearby to produce fruit, since kiwi does not pollinate itself like some other fruits do. Cold winters actually help kiwi vines grow better and produce more fruit later, so don't worry if your area gets a hard frost in the colder months. This matters because once your kiwi vine matures, usually after 2 or 3 years, it can give you fruit for many years, season after season, with very little extra work once it's fully established in your yard. Now here's a fruit that almost everyone already loves, and it's perfect for small spaces too. 3. Strawberries. Strawberries are perfect for beginners. You can grow them in pots, hanging baskets, or garden beds, so space is never really a problem, even on a small apartment balcony with limited room. They need full sun and regular watering, especially once the fruit starts forming and turning bright red. Keep an eye out for slugs and birds, since both love to steal a bite before you even get the chance to pick your own harvest. This matters because strawberries give you fast results. Some plants can produce fruit within just a few weeks of planting, which feels great for a new gardener who wants quick, rewarding wins early on. But if strawberries are easy, wait until you hear about a fruit that's even easier to grow in cold weather. 4. Blueberries. Blueberries grow well in pots filled with acidic soil. Use a special soil mix made just for blueberries, since regular garden soil is often too alkaline for them to grow properly. Keep the soil moist but never soaking wet, and mulch around the base to hold in moisture during hot, dry days. They also love full sun, though they can handle a little shade in very hot climates without any real trouble. This matters because blueberry bushes can live for many years, giving you fresh fruit every single summer once the plant is fully established and settled into its spot. Next up is a fruit that grows on thorny canes, and it might surprise you how fast it spreads. 5. Raspberries. Raspberries grow on canes that spread quickly once planted, sometimes faster than gardeners expect, so give them their own dedicated space away from other plants. Give them support with a trellis or fence to keep the canes upright and easy to harvest later. They like full sun, but can also handle some light shade during the hottest part of the afternoon. This matters because one raspberry patch can multiply on its own, giving you free new plants and endless fruit year after year without any extra planting or cost to you. Now let's talk about a fruit tree that takes patience, but the reward is totally worth the wait. 6. Apples. Apple trees need a few years before they start producing fruit, so patience is truly key here, and that's something every apple grower learns quickly. Choose a dwarf variety if you have limited space, since they stay small and easy to manage, even in a small backyard. They need full sun and a bit of yearly care, like pruning in the winter months to keep the tree healthy, open, and well-shaped. This matters because one healthy apple tree can give you baskets full of fruit for decades, making it a true long-term investment for your garden and your whole family. But here's something interesting. The next fruit on our list grows on a vine, and ancient civilizations grew it thousands of years ago. 7. Grapes. Grapes grow on vines and need strong support, like an arbor or a wooden trellis, to spread out and climb properly as they grow. They love full sun and well-drained soil that doesn't hold too much water around the roots for too long. Pruning each year keeps the vine healthy, controlled, and ready to produce good, sweet fruit season after season without becoming a tangled mess. This matters because grapevines can live for decades, giving you fresh fruit for eating, or even for making your own homemade jams, juice, or jelly right at home. Now here's the fruit I mentioned earlier, the one that can surprise you in its very first year. 8. Lemon trees, especially dwarf varieties, can be grown in pots either indoors or outdoors, which makes them great for small homes, apartments, or even colder regions. Some lemon trees can actually produce fruit in their very first year, if they get enough sunlight, warmth, and regular feeding with the right fertilizer. Bring them indoors before the first frost if you live somewhere cold, since lemon trees can't handle freezing temperatures. This matters because fresh lemons at home mean you always have citrus ready for cooking, drinks, or baking, right when you need it without a trip to the store. But growing citrus is one thing. Growing a giant fruit in your backyard is a whole different challenge, and that's next. 9. Watermelon needs lots of space, warm soil, and steady watering to grow big and sweet, so make sure you have enough room before planting seeds. If your space is small, try a compact variety that has been bred just for small gardens or large containers on a patio. Keep the vines off wet ground using straw or a trellis to avoid rot and keep the fruit clean. This matters because nothing beats biting into a watermelon that you grew yourself, especially in the middle of a hot summer day with your family around the table. Now let's slow down a little and talk about a fruit tree that blooms with beautiful pink and white flowers before the fruit even appears. 10. Cherry trees need a cold winter period to grow and fruit properly, so they suit cooler climates best rather than warm, tropical areas. Dwarf varieties work well in small yards or patios, and they still produce a good, generous amount of fruit each year. They need full sun and protection from birds once the fruit starts to ripen on the branches, since birds love cherries just as much as we do. This matters because cherry trees are not just useful, they're beautiful too, adding soft color, gentle shade, and life to your garden every single spring. Next is a fruit with ancient roots and a very unique way of growing its seeds. 11. Pomegranate trees are tough, and they can handle heat and dry soil far better than most other fruit trees, making them a great choice for hot, dry climates. They need full sun and patience, since fruit usually appears after the tree is 2 to 3 years old and fully rooted in the ground. Light pruning each year helps keep the tree shaped and productive for many seasons ahead. This matters because pomegranates are packed with health benefits, and homegrown ones almost always taste sweeter and fresher than the ones sitting on a store shelf for weeks. Now get ready for one of the strangest looking fruits on this entire list. 12. Dragon fruit grows on a cactus-like plant, and it needs support, like a strong post or a small trellis, to climb and grow upward as it matures over time. It loves warm weather, but it can also be grown in large pots in cooler regions if brought indoors during the winter months. It usually blooms at night, with large white flowers that only open for one single evening before closing again. This matters because dragon fruit is not only beautiful to look at, with its bright pink skin and unusual shape, but it's also a fun and unique addition to any home garden. And now for our final fruit, one that turns bright orange and looks almost like a small pumpkin hanging from a tree. 13. Persimmon trees are low maintenance, and they can handle both heat and cold far better than many other fruit trees, making them a forgiving choice for beginners. They need full sun and patience, since the fruit usually ripens late in the season, often after most of the leaves have already fallen from the branches. This gives the tree a striking look, with bright orange fruit hanging on bare branches like small lanterns. This matters because persimmon trees give you fresh fruit even in late fall, at a time when most other fruits in your garden are already finished for the year. Outro, and there you have it, 13 amazing fruits you can grow right at home in 2026. Whether you have a big backyard, a small balcony, or just a sunny windowsill, there's a fruit on this list that's perfect for you and your space. Start small, be patient, and watch your garden slowly turn into your own little fruit farm, one fruit at a time. Happy growing, and I'll see you in the next one.